Why Amy Roloff and Chris didn't invite Matt and Caryn to their wedding. Fans of Little People Big World were not surprised that Amy Roloff and Chris Merrick decided not to invite her ex-husband Matt Roloff and his partner Caryn Chandler to their wedding on the family farm. While the exes have been co-parenting and grandparenting well, it just didn't make sense for the mother of four to have her ex-husband in the audience when she said, "I do." The TLC hit show has followed around the Roloffs for many years. Most viewers have watched all four children, Jeremy, Zach, Molly, and Jacob, grow up and start their own families. In the beginning, Amy and Matt seemed to be a happy couple who enjoyed their life in Oregon. However, as time passed, the cracks in the relationship began to show, and the two ultimately filed for divorce. The separation wasn't easy, as both still resided on the family farm where they grew pumpkins. Eventually, Amy moved away from the big house and started a new life with her husband-to-be. Chris. The newlyweds recently spoke with People about the reasons why they didn't want to invite Matt and Caryn to their nuptials. It makes sense that successful author Amy would want to have a stress-free day, and having Matt there would add tension to her special day. The TLC star shared that she and Chris debated on whether or not to invite Matt and Caryn. In the end, they felt it was better for everyone not to invite them. Chris opened up in a confessional, adding that he originally was all for inviting them, but then realized it could be an awkward situation for his bride-to-be. Little People Big World fans are aware that the 59-year-old groom has become chummy with Matt, but luckily he chose to take his future wife's side. The entire season has been leading up to the big day. At first, Amy was skeptical about getting married at Roloff Farm since she lived her married life with Matt there for almost 30 years. However, Chris convinced Amy that it would be a good option, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. Also, the farm is familiar ground for both of them. In another confessional, Matt and Chris sat together with Matt, easing his new buddy's burden by telling him to take the invite off the table. Little People Big World fans have loved being able to watch Amy's journey after the divorce. She and Chris met back in 2016 after a pool party at the farm led to a date at a paint and sip. Chris was a notorious bachelor but found it easy to settle down with Amy. Now, viewers will be able to watch the bride and groom commit to a lifetime of happiness in the season finale. LPBW. Why fans think Amy is secretly separated from Chris. Viewers of Little People Big World are worried Amy Roloff and her husband Chris Merrick separated after she went on a trip without him. The newlyweds tied the knot back on August 28, 2021. But followers are worried there could be trouble in paradise. Now fans are interested in what is going on in their relationship. Chris and Amy first met on a blind date during a paint and sip social event. Chris bravely asked Amy out on a motorcycle ride, where the two hit it off. After Amy's divorce from Matt Roloff, Little People Big World viewers were worried she would have trouble getting back into the dating world, but she seemed to do just fine. From the moment they began dating, Chris and Amy seemed like a great pair and complemented one another well. The two have been navigating their lives as they get used to living under one roof, but some fans are worried about their relationship status. For a few weeks, Little People Big World viewers have been worried about Chris and Amy's relationship. Fans noticed Amy left Chris behind on a recent visit to Michigan to be with her family. Fans quickly took the comment section to question where the real estate agent was and why she left him behind. The next few posts also didn't show any inkling of Chris's presence, which caused even more concern among nosy fans. Luckily, Amy, who has disappointed fans, recently posted a photo of her and Chris hanging out in Florida, hopefully putting the rumors to bed. While most Little People Big World viewers do not think there is trouble in paradise, however, if there is, Amy is covering up her tracks well. Chris recently turned 60, and Amy made sure to praise her husband on his special day. In the gushy post, the mother of four noted that Chris has changed her life and made her a better person. It doesn't seem like worried followers have anything to stress about since the couple seems to be on solid ground. Nonetheless, not every Roloff seems to be on great terms. The latest season of Little People Big World showed how dysfunctional Zach and Matt's relationship was after their falling out. Amy has once again found herself in the middle and was disappointed with her ex-husband's decision to ask for more money. Amy noted how sad she was to see the relationship dissolve between father and son, but at least fans can rest easy knowing she and Chris are still going strong. What we know about Little People Big World's Amy Roloff's online shop. Amy Roloff's love for cooking has been a staple on Little People, Big World over the years, and now that she runs a successful online store when not starring on the show. Here's what fans should know about Amy Roloff's Little Kitchen. Since Season 1's premiere in 2006, Little People, Big World has focused on Amy and her ex-husband Matt Roloff's family and their daily lives while living on their famous farm in Oregon. The former couple has 4 children, twins Zach and Jeremy, as well as Molly and Jacob. Amy was frequently seen tending to her family in the early seasons, which included cooking a variety of meals for them. While some Little People, Big World fans have been critical of Amy's original recipes from time to time, the majority of viewers have enjoyed watching Amy chef it up in the kitchen. While Amy is completely dedicated to taking care of her children and her husband, Chris Merrick, who she married in 2021, the Roloff matriarch has always had a passion for cooking. Although Amy's passion originally began as a hobby, the 57-year-old has turned her fun meals into a serious business. Considering several Roloffs have been criticized for not pursuing careers outside Little People, Big World, viewers are particularly interested in Amy's online shop and the products it offers. Amy Roloff's Little Kitchen, which Amy first launched in 2016, pays homage to her passions for cooking and baking by sharing dozens of recipes with Little People, Big World fans. From chicken cacciatore and butter chicken to classic chocolate mousse, Amy offers a wide variety of free recipes that cover breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert, and even snacks. Besides each of Amy's recipes having detailed explanations and photos, many also feature step-by-step videos for an easier way to follow. Amy Roloff's Little Kitchen provides more than just recipes, as Amy also has multiple collections that include different variations of coffee and fudge. In addition, Amy's shop extends beyond her website, as she also runs a popular YouTube channel, Amy Roloff's Little Kitchen, that frequently hosts live streams with guests. Amy's online business carries more than just recipes and food, as Amy Roloff's Little Kitchen also sells a variety of home, kitchen, and design products. Amy's website currently hosts a Summer Collection 2022, which features products such as earrings with an attached autographed photo, handmade-themed masks, mugs, aprons, and mouse pads. Fans of Amy. Little People, Big World. Amy Roloff slams ex-husband Matt's financial decision on Roloff Farms. Amy Roloff doesn't approve of the direction ex-husband Matt Roloff is taking Roloff Farms. Amy speaks candidly about Matt's decision to turn the Roloff family's former home into a short-term rental property in a sneak peek of Little People, Big World's February 20th Season 25 premiere published by Us Weekly, calling the whole situation very sudden. Never pictured that the house that I raised my kids in for the last 30 years would be a short-term rental, Amy admits in a confessional interview. There should be a family or someone in it. Despite her personal perspective that the idea of renting out the home in which she raised twins Zach and Jeremy, 33, daughter Molly, 30, and son Jacob, 27, with Matt is very sad, she acknowledged it's not her place to make decisions about the land, as she sold her portion of it to her ex a year after their 2015 split. Matt owns it all. It's not like I wish him ill will, she explained. It makes sense, for Matt to do it. I mean, from a business perspective or anything, it definitely makes sense. In another part of the clip, Amy talked with husband Chris Merrick about her ex's latest business decision, telling him, "I don't ask him about those things. You can do that." Not May 2022. Matt announced his initial plans to sell the family farm, writing on Instagram that twins Zach and Jeremy decided not to consider working together toward a possible joint sale, and claiming that both of them, along with their growing families, had moved on to other interests and investments. Zach has gone on to call his father's account of what happened extremely misguided and false, revealing that after negotiations with his dad fell through, he and wife, Tori Roloff, decided to move from Oregon to Washington with their kids, Jackson, 6, Lila, 4, and Josiah, 20 months, in October 2021. Amy has also been critical of her ex's handling of negotiations with their sons, saying that Zach and Jeremy were unable to afford their father's asking price. In December 2022, Matt announced he planned to rent out the family property for short-term rentals. All of the families that looked at the farm but couldn't get their heads around the long-term commitment of purchasing it are now going to be able to stay here as a short-term rental. So I think Airbnb, he told Entertainment Tonight at the time. We're going to set the farm up for more people to share it for a week or less than a week. So we're very excited about that. Little People, Big World star Tori Roloff says son Jackson's friends are noticing he's different. Tori Roloff is one inspirational mama. On Tuesday, the Little People, Big World star shared how she is addressing a life lesson with her and Zach Roloff's 6-year-old son, Jackson. In a post shared on Instagram, Tori said that during a soccer game, other kids on the field questioned Jackson's size and how that has started to impact him. I feel like Jackson and others are starting to notice that something is different about him. The reality TV star wrote next to the post at Jackson's first soccer game. The other team was asking why he was so small. Purely out of curiosity, I believe, not bullying or being malicious, just curious. It stuck with him enough to tell me on the sideline though. I told him, that's how God made you. Now show them how fast you are. He then proceeded to score a goal, and I can't tell you how stoked we were. She wrote next to a picture of Jackson in his uniform and a video of him making the goal. Jackson, along with his father, Zach, and his 2 younger siblings, Lila, 3 and 11-month-old, Josiah, all have achondroplasia dwarfism. Tori, whom Zach married in 2015, does not have dwarfism. Tori added that Jackson is starting to notice the differences between him and his peers. He's starting to notice that he's different, and that's hard to cope with. However, I want him to know he's different. But maybe not in the way he thinks he is. She wrote, Jackson, I pray that you notice that you are different. That God has set you apart from all other people. I pray you're different in how you see and love others. I pray that you're different in the choices you make to keep God close to your heart. I pray you're different in how you solve problems and arguments. I pray that you think differently about how the world works and adaptations that can be made. I pray you see your differences and use them to change the world. You're different, kid. Different than any kid I've ever met. You are one of a kind, and I am so stinking proud to be your mom. Tori ended her note with a sweet shout-out to her oldest son and his soccer highlight. I love this kid so much and pretty stoked my pep talk got him his first soccer goal, she wrote shortly after the birth of their youngest child. Tori and Zach spoke out about their third child having the same form of dwarfism as his family and how it does not define him or any of their kids.
He's Josiah.
He has achondroplasia, but he's not, like, Josiah the achondroplasia, Zach told Us Weekly of his youngest child. It's so normal to us, Tori said of achondroplasia. We have so many resources, and there's a lot of parents out there who don't have the same resources and don't have the same confidence in everything that Zach and I do. Going forward, Zach said, he and Tori will definitely be advocates for people with dwarfism cause of our kids. Little People Big World star Amy Roloff says it's time for her family to move on from drama over Roloff Farm. The past few seasons of Little People Big World have centered around the potential sale of Roloff Farm and the drama it has caused within the Roloff family. Going forward, though, Amy Roloff says she is ready for her and her family to move past the feud. In an Instagram live session on Friday, Amy discussed the effect the farm sale feud, which has been going on between her twin sons Zach and Jeremy and their father Matt for some time now, has had on involved parties, as well as her and her other children, Molly and Jacob, who do not appear on Little People Big World. Even the kids that you don't see on the show, they've had to embrace and figure out how they're going to handle it and what they think of all this, Amy told her Instagram followers. This farm was like the 7th individual in our family. As the Ashley has previously reported, the Roloff family's relationships have been strained since Matt decided to put part of the farm up for sale for $4 million back in May. While Jeremy and Zach had both expressed interest in buying Roloff Farm, they eventually purchased other properties for their families after they were unable to come to an agreement with Matt. In his Instagram post announcing that the portion of Roloff Farm was for sale, Matt made it clear that he was unhappy that he had to sell the land to someone outside the family and essentially blamed Zach and Jeremy for being unwilling to buy it. Zach would go on to comment on Matt's post, stating that Matt's words were extremely misguided and false. Zach accused his dad of manipulating the show's fanbase to make himself look good. Matt recently announced that he plans to turn the family's former home on the farm into a vacation rental property. While Amy didn't seem too happy about the idea, she did say, while season 24 of Little People Big World is about to premiere, Amy confirmed in her live that the family has not been offered a 25th season yet. I can't confirm this is the final season. I don't know. I have no idea, she said. I hope you guys keep watching. I think you'll still find some interesting things. She stated that if the show does get renewed, she hopes that the future episodes will focus on more than the farm sale drama. If there is another season after that, I'm going to try to make it into a season where you actually get to see a little more of us and what we're doing in our lives, maybe getting together with everybody. We're moving forward from this farm sale stuff. Little People Big World, Season 24 premieres November 1st on TLC. Click here to read about the new season and watch the season's trailer. Read LPBW star Tori Roloff's extremely honest Instagram about feeling overwhelmed. Little People Big World star Tori Roloff is opening up about balancing work and family life and the unexpected challenges that come with it. In an Instagram story posted last week, the 31-year-old mom and reality star candidly shared that she was having a slightly rough day after juggling a myriad of things at once, including work, house chores, and spending time with her husband Zach Roloff and their 3 kids. I hate when the day starts out great. I went to the gym and got coffee alone, but I just felt overstimulated all day long. She wrote on her Instagram, I had a lot of work stuff to get done today and felt overwhelmed with that and cleaning our house. Because of all the tasks she had to get done, Tori admitted that she felt like she didn't spend as much time as she wanted to with her husband and their 3 children, 5-year-old Jackson, 2-year-0 Lila, and newborn Josiah, whom Tori and Zach welcomed earlier this year in late April. The day ended with Jackson making a red choice. Honestly, a rare occasion for him, and having to miss out on fun stuff with Dad. Tori continued, referencing a practice in which parents offer their children red and green choices as a way to teach behavior management. To top it all off, I'm pretty sure our dishwasher is broken, she added, although acknowledging that these events were all small things. Tori shared that it adds up, and then made sure to conclude her story by reminding fellow moms that they weren't the only ones experiencing difficult days. All of us moms get overstimulated and touched out, she wrote. Not sure why I'm writing this, but hopefully it's to let you know you're not alone. A couple of days after her rough day, though, it looks like things have started to look up for Tori and the Roloff family, partly in thanks to baby Josiah, it seems. On Tuesday, the LPBW star shared an Instagram post with adorable photos of her youngest child Josiah, now 3 months old, and made sure to gush over the newest addition to her family in her caption, my sweet little SI talker, smiley boy. I love this kid, she wrote, adding a white heart emoji. I love how much this kid has started to interact with us. He is all smiles almost all the time. Tori then made sure to share an update on how Josiah was fitting into the family. I find myself really enjoying each stage so much more with Josiah, she shared. I think it's because I know he completed our family, and from here on out there are a lot of laughs happening. We all are so spoiled by his love.